the world a stage. The men and women, merely players.
Two households, both alike in dignities, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Hey, I've got another question. Do you guys find Shakespeare to be complexicated?
What?
Hard to get.
Oh, yeah. So did Daniel Singer.
Adam Long.
And Jess Borgeson, the men of
The Reduced Shakespeare Company. So they condensed the complete works of William Shakespeare into a 90-minute abridgment.
Which we have further condensed into a 60-minute abridgment.
We only have 12 minutes.
12-minute abridgment.
So without further ado, we present
The complete works of William Shakespeare, abridged.
Comedies.
Yeah, comedy, okay.
Okay, so when it came to the comedies, Shakespeare was genius at borrowing and adapting plot devices from other theatrical traditions.
That's right. These influences include the Roman plays of Plautus and Terence, Ovid's Metamorphoses, which are hysterically funny.
Not.
As well as the rich Italian tradition of commedia dell'arte.
Yeah, basically Shakespeare stole everything he ever wrote.
Stole is kind of strong, dude. Distilled, maybe.
Well, then he distilled 2 or 3 of the funniest gimmicks of his time and milked them into 16 plays.
Well, you see, essentially Shakespeare was a formula writer. Once he found a device that worked, he used it over and over and over again. So, Mr. Shakespeare, the question we have for you is this. Why did you write 16 comedies when you could have written just one?
In answer to this question, we have taken the liberty of condensing all 16 of Shakespeare's comedies into a single play, which we have entitled The Comedy of Two Well-Measured Gentlemen Lost in the Merry Wives of Venice on a Midsummer's Twelfth Night in Winter.
Cymbeline taming Pericles the Merchant in the tempest of love as much as you like it for nothing.
Or
The Love Boat Goes to Verona.
Comedy?
Comedy.
Comedy. Act 1. A Spanish duke swears an oath of celibacy and turns the rule of his kingdom over to his sadistic and tyrannical twin brother. He learns some fantastical feats of magic.
Wingardium Leviosa!
No, you're doing it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
And set sail for the golden age of Greece.
Opa!
Along with his daughters. 3 beautiful and virginal sets of identical twins.
Hi.
While rounding the heel of Italy, the Duke's ship is caught in a terrible tempest. Which, in its fury, casts the Duke up on a desert island.
Wilson!
Along with the loveliest and most virginal of his daughters.
Hi.
Who stumbles into a cave where she is molested by a creature who is either a man or a fish or both.
Glub glub. Act 2. The long-lost sons of the Duke's brother, also coincidentally 3 sets of identical twins, have just arrived in Italy. Though still possessed of an inner nobility, they are ragged, destitute, penniless, flea-infested shadows of the men they once were. And, in the utmost extremity, are forced to borrow money from an old Jew, who deceives them into putting their brains as collateral on the loan.
Mazel tov.
Meanwhile, the 6 brothers fall in love with 6 Italian sisters. 3 of whom are contentious, sharp-tongued little shrews.
Oh no, you didn't!
While the other 3 are submissive, airheaded little bimbos.
Wait, what? Act 3. The shipwrecked identical daughters of the Duke wash up on the shores of Italy, disguise themselves as men, and become pages to the shrews and matchmakers to the Duke's brother's sons.
Matchmaker, matchmaker,
They lead all the lovers into a nearby forest.
Look, a forest!
Where, on a midsummer's night, a bunch of mischievous fairies squeeze the aphroditic juice of a hermaphroditic flower into the shrew's eyes.
Ah, jeez, Mitch.
Oh, God. Causing them to fall in love with their pages, who in turn have fallen in love with the Duke's brother's sons. They lead all the Meanwhile, the queen of the fairies seduces a jackass.
Hee-haw!
And they all have a lovely bisexual animalistic orgy.
Bow chicka wow wow!